I'm out here with Harry and we are going to go and look for some edible mushrooms. I do have a bag full of porcinis at the minute tied to my backpack. I'll show you them in a minute, and we're going to try and find chanterelles, but unfortunately it's probably still a little bit early and all we are getting is porcinis. So unfortunately this is all we've managed to find on the chanterelle front. Typically we find them earlier in the year in this area, but it's been so hot and dry that they haven't popped out at all yet. We've only just really had a bit of rain. There's a proper young one. Ooh. Yeah, we've only just had a bit of rain and it looks like they're not even growing yet. So perhaps they'll come back in a month's time, quite late in their season for this area of the country, and hopefully find some. But yeah, so we're going to keep wandering around and looking for more mushrooms. I've got, can I show you? Okay. I've got a load of penny buns, Bolete edulis, seps I think some people call them. So we've got a bunch of them. I'm going to freeze them up. We did find a load last week actually, so I just see some more mushrooms on the floor. We did find a load last week and I've got a ton in my freezer. I won't show you well, I can just tell you now the process is to slice them up and put them in the freezer, and you can store them year round. But yeah, anyway, I'll come back when I find some more interesting mushrooms. All right, I've just found some very old Fistulina hepatica, or the beefsteak fungus. Some people really like this because apparently it's got the texture, I mean you can see it there, of meat, but I've tried some before and it is absolutely disgusting, so this is not one that I pick or forage for, but we do find it growing all over the place on oak trees in this forest. So Harry's just found a lovely suede bolete, or the Bolete subtomentosus. Oh, we've got it in the Collins Gem mushroom book here. That's how we get any information wrong. Yeah, this is how we help ID mushrooms that we don't know. We just work through the key identification features in that. So this one, a lot of boletes, it talks about the shape and size of the pores on the bottom, the arrangement of the pores, whether it stains or not, and then the colour, shape, texture. So this is the suede bolete, so it's very like velvety feeling mushroom. Lovely red colour there at the base of the stem. I don't think these are edible, are they? That's the last question you ask really when you try and ID a mushroom, and we haven't asked that one yet.
It is edible, but it's not recommended because it's got poor flavour and soggy texture.
Yeah, so soggy and poor texture.
There's another one down there actually in situ.
We won't eat that one. Oh yeah, look at the gorgeous red colour on that. Beautiful boletes these. Really pretty. Lovely sort of olive yellow colour going into a red base at the stem. That is like blood red. Alright, so we've found a pretty fucked up little patch of mushrooms. These guys are obviously the panther cap, the Aminita pantherina. There's absolutely loads of them here. Even some young little ones. Give me 1 second.
I think these are some really interesting ones down here. We've got the Aminita pantherina. And you can tell these apart from the blushers, because if you look at the veil around the edge, usually on a blusher or rubescence, they would have striations, whereas this one it's just plain, it's completely white. You can also see some rings around the bottom of the vulva, or the top of the vulva I should say, and there's almost scales on the bottom of the stipe, and the colour is a fair bit darker than rubescence, but this is actually a really interesting mushroom. If anyone's interested in listening to a story, listen to Paul Stamment's story of eating some of these.
Well, that is going to be it for that video.